Hello, my name is Andriy, and I'm here with my colleagues, fellow journalists from Hromadske Radio. That means public radio in Ukrainian. We're all at Independence Square in Kyiv, Ukraine. You may have read about this place as Maidan. For months, Maidan has been the center point of a popular movement against what protesters see as anti-democratic acts of the administration. From the very first day of the non-stop rally, journalists of Hromadske Radio have been making reports and analysis on the situation around here.
Probably nobody would have dared to predict the Euromaidan 6 months ago. The country was immersed in disbelief and inaction. A few of us got together and decided to launch Hromadske Radio to give citizens an honest source of news and analysis.
We are professional journalists, but many of us quit our careers with commercial media. We felt the commercial media in Ukraine were betraying their audience, serving corrupt politicians and looking only for profit.
Each of us realized that the freedom of press in Ukraine was endangered. There were few sources of information that let the citizens of Ukraine make their own decision about what kind of country they wanted to build.
Therefore, we started our own medium, and our only bias is defending the idea of stable democracy, presenting all available points of view.
Of course, Hromadske Radio is in the very early stages right now. We got our project off the ground by working as volunteers and using studio space and office space that our friends donated to us.
We launched a crowdfunding campaign that raised cash, and also some European foundations provided us with funding to start some regular podcasts.
We have 6 people employed part-time now, but many of us are still working as volunteers.
To build a sustainable source of information, we need to fill some gaps in our budget. And first of all, we would want to compensate our journalists for creating political podcasts.
We insist that these podcasts be free from any dominant bias, and so we are turning to a global crowdfunding campaign to support these shows for 1 full year. That's how you can support a diverse and stable democracy in Ukraine. Your contribution will fund weekly political podcast shows, as well as a weekly investigative journalism show. Listeners will be able to listen, to think, and to act, to build an independent country.